Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very nice of you folks. Welcome to the program. My name is David Letterman. Today is Monday. What's the date, Paul?
Date today? Today is Monday.
Monday, we have that part of it.
It's the 22nd of August.
The 22nd of August, 1983, and we have a fine program for you folks. Paul and I earlier had lunch in one of the fine restaurants here in the Rockefeller Center complex, and the food was not great, was it?
Well, not that I can remember.
No, it was so-so. Play along and nobody gets hurt.
Food was so-so.
Yeah, the food was so-so, but you... the thing that both Paul and myself commented upon was you really had to admire the honesty of the place. They had a giant sign on the wall that said, "Ask about our many health code violations." And so we did. Well, there was a very interesting news item in the New York Post. And by the way, no one can figure out how it got there. But according to a recent presidential candidate poll, only 32% of all of the people polled indicated that they would vote for Walter Mondale. However, strangely enough, 73% felt that he would be a lot of fun to play catch with. I hope you folks had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. We'll talk to Paul about his weekend, and we had a fine program for you here, ladies and gentlemen. More fun than humans should be allowed to have tonight. From NBC's new news program, News at Sunrise, anchorwoman Connie Chung will be joining us. A man who has written down the name of everyone he has ever met. Lowell Davis is here tonight. And also a fine young comedian, Mr. Blake Clark, will be joining us. And now, oh no, we're not going yet. Say hello to Paul Schaefer, if you will. Paul, our good friend.
Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah. You know, an audience is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Nice to see you, David.
Nice to see you, Paul. When I do these opening remarks, periodically the writers, the fine staff of writers who put them together, seem to feel that I may have not selected the most appropriate or perhaps the funniest ones of all those submitted. And we get reams and reams of comedy material turned out by our fine staff on a daily basis. Well, tonight, the writers thought it would be fun if they demonstrated not only, one, that they supply me with a huge supply of funny jokes, but two, the jokes are so funny that even pedestrians off the street could execute them. So we decided to do just that. We are going to have some of our writers and some of the folks from our studio audience who have been pre-selected. And by the way, if you've ever been pre-selected, I guess you know just how painful that can be. Well, it means nothing. Don't try to figure it out. So let's get on with this interesting comedy demonstration, shall we? Our first writer, and I believe our first writer tonight is Gerry Mulligan. See? Mr. Gerry, come on out. Gerry Mulligan. Gerry, how are you? Nice to see you.
Kevin Gallagher.
Kevin Gallagher? Kevin, how are you, sir? And Gerry, where did you find Kevin?
I found him in line. Kevin is from West Islip, New York.
West Islip, New York?
He's 23 years old.
23 years old. What do you do for a living, Kevin?
I work with the Department of the Interior.
A funny group of folks there. Have you ever had any aspirations to do comedy?
Not really.
Not really. Well, you've certainly come to the right place, Kevin. All right, Gerry, you've written him some jokes, and he's just going to... All right, go right ahead. Is there any way of...
No setup at all.
Okay,
He'll do it
fine.
himself.
Okay, one of those music industry plagiarism suits is now taking place in New York right now. The defendant is arguing that he didn't already know there was an album called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Now, how long ago do you think did I pass on that joke?
That was about a month ago.
A month ago. Okay, Kevin. Go right ahead.
Good call.
This is a good one. Space Shuttle Challenger has reported that there are only 2 human structures visible from deep in space. The Great Wall of China and House Speaker Tip O'Neill.
Thank you very much. All right, Kevin, we have a couple of more here.
Keep going. Don't stop.
I heard a man on the street this morning explaining an interesting theory he had to passers-by. He claimed that dogs and cats are all spies from the planet of the pets.
All right. Is one more
No, I
here?
think
Or is that...
you can't hurt.
All
What the hell?
right, Kevin, if you're up to one more, go, give it a shot here.
And thank God. In a singles bar...
Why, you...
In a singles bar last night, I heard a weird pickup line. A guy came up to a girl at the bar and said to her, "I bet I can eat more donuts than you."
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Kevin, you may leave now. Thank you, Jerry. Get a towel, will you? More donuts than you. Very nice. These are all jokes that we have accumulated over the year and have, for one reason or another, not selected to do on the show. Who is next tonight? Steve O'Donnell, our good friend from Ohio. Mr. O'Donnell, come on out here, sir. Stephen, how are you?
Very well.
Nice to see you. And who did you bring for us, Stephen?
This is John Moore.
John, and where is John from?
John's from Franklin Lakes, New Jersey.
Franklin Lakes. And John, what do you do for a living?
I'm a commodity broker.
Commodity broker. Oh, how is business?
Slow.
Slow. And how about yourself? Have you ever been interested in doing any comedy, or as close as we come?
Sure, sure.
Have you ever tried to do any anywhere?
No, just watching you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here we have them on cards. Are you all set, Stephen? Anything we need to know here?
No, just
Okay.
get going.
Again, a sampling of opening remarks we may not have used heretofore. Go right ahead.
Good news. Nancy Reagan's going to be all right. It's just a lucky thing that Doombuggy had a roll bar.
Dune Buggy had a roll bar, all right?
U.S. Army enlistments are way up now that they've introduced that great bottomless cup of coffee.
One more.
Deal.
Okay. Introduce the bottomless cup of coffee deal.
Deal, right.
Yeah.
Interesting fact, New York City's driving test is the only one in the country that includes a section on evasive maneuvers.
That's not too bad.
A bit of advice to New Yorkers. If you've been away on a long trip and you finally come home, no matter how glad you are to be back in the city, don't kiss the subway platform when you get off.
Good advice. Nicely done, sir. Thank you very much. Stephen, thank you very much. We have one more. Is this correct? This would. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Steve Jordan, our drummer, is producing this segment, ladies and gentlemen. This is our old friend Andy Breckman, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Andy Breckman. Hi, Andy. How are you?
Dave.
Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you. Dave, this is Pam Medina
Pam, nice to meet you. How are you?
from Rose Valley, Pennsylvania.
And what do you do in Rose Valley?
I am a housewife.
And you're in New York City doing what?
Vacationing.
Having a good time?
Very good.
What else have you done besides come here?
Well, this is our first day, and actually I was a New Yorker at one time, so it's taking my son around to see various sites that he hasn't seen before.
Seem to be enjoying himself?
Very much, especially being here.
And you're staying in a hotel?
Yes.
What hotel?
The Elysee.
And, you don't, the room number, you don't remember the room number. Okay. Now, have you ever had any experience to tell jokes to people?
No. And are you sure you want to go on with it?
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Well, this is a fine experiment. Now, any experience in show business whatsoever?
None.
All right. Okay. Anything we need to know here, Andy?
No, sir.
Okay. Go right ahead. There are the cards. And I'm sorry, your first name again?
Pam.
Pam. Go right ahead, Pam.
Did you hear about the big earthquake in Colombia last week? It did millions of dollars worth of damage and left hundreds of people homeless. The only bright spot was, for a very short time, bowling scores in the area went up dramatically.
That's not bad. That's not too bad. I passed on that one, or did you hide it? No. Did you bother to turn that one in?
Yes, sir. That
All
was
right.
in, sir.
Okay.
It really makes me mad when I see convicted criminals cashing in on their celebrity. Have you seen the David Berkowitz's new commercial for Peter Paul Mounds? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Give me those cards. Got that whole joke. Okay, we could. We could probably edit that out, couldn't we, Hal? All right, go right. You're hot so far. Very good.
Boy, am I steamed. During World War II, my grandfather hid a family of Jews in his attic. And now Congress refuses to give him a Medal of Honor just because he was in Cincinnati at the time.
Okay. One more? Do you have one more?
I'm afraid so.
You're doing very nicely.
Thank you. I learned something new this weekend. That sticky stuff on the floor of adult movie theaters tastes just like root beer barrels.
Oh, my.
I don't understand why you possibly passed.
You do this to an out-of-towner? Oh. Is that it?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, you did a very nice job. Nice meeting you. Enjoy yourself in New York. Thank you very much, Randy. We'll see you guys. That's it. I'll be right back to meet the man who's written down the name of every person who's ever met Lowell Davis. Stay with us.